by the former India captain Shashmita Malik in the studio. फिर से आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है हमारे शो में शश्मिता मैम।
थैंक यू सो मच। थैंक यू।
शुरुआत करते हैं पिछले मैच से जो आरा एफसी कैपिटल ग्राउंड में खेला गया था। आरा एफसी और माता रुक्मणी के बीच आरा एफसी वो मैच 4-0 गोल से जीता। कैसा लगा आरा एफसी का प्रदर्शन आपको?
बहुत अच्छा खेल रहे थे प्लेयर्स, बहुत अच्छा एफर्ट डाल रहे थे टीम में, और स्पेशली जर्सी नंबर 10 और 17 और 4 बहुत अच्छा खेल रहे थे। सारे प्लेयर मेहनत कर रहे थे और टीम बहुत अच्छा खेल रहा था। दोनों ही टीम अच्छा खेल रहा था, हार जीत तो होते रहता है। दोनों ही टीम बहुत अच्छा खेल रहे थे जी।
जैसे कि आरा एफसी का जो जर्सी नंबर 11 था निशा, उन्होंने एक बहुत ही बढ़िया क्रॉस दागा फर्स्ट हाफ
जी जी
एंड में, जिनमें से हेडर में भी एक गोल हुआ। आप भी लेफ्ट विंग पे खेलते थे, वो पर्टिकुलर
जी।
पोजीशन में खेलने के लिए ऐसे कौन सा कला एक खिलाड़ी में होना आवश्यक है?
मैं तो लेफ्ट विंग खेलती थी, पहले मैं लेफ्ट स्ट्राइकर में खेलती थी जो कि मेरे को जब इंडिया टीम में मैं कोचिंग कैंप में थी तब मेरी कोच मुझे फिर पीछे लाए थे लेफ्ट हाफ में, क्योंकि कभी कभी वो लेफ्ट हाफ पे खिलाते थे, कभी कभी स्ट्राइकर खिलाते थे। 15 मिनट अगर मुझे पीछे खिलाएंगे तो 15 मिनट आगे खिलाते थे, क्योंकि उनको पता होता था कि प्लेयर कहाँ मतलब कौन सा टाइम में कहाँ खेल सकता है। तो इसलिए हम लोग को उस जगह में हम लोग उसी एरिया के लिए हम हमेशा एक ही मतलब प्रैक्टिस करते हैं कि हम उस जगह में खेलना है तो कैसा हम लोग को क्या प्रैक्टिस करना जरूरी है और कैसा खेलना है जी।
माता रुक्मणी के बारे में क्या बताएंगे? जैसे कि वो लोग फर्स्ट हाफ में 2 गोल कंसीड किए, सेकंड हाफ में वो लोग स्टार्टिंग बहुत अच्छा किया था पहला 5-10 मिनट, लेकिन उसके बाद धीरे धीरे गेम से बिछड़ता गया।
जो मैं ये बोलना चाहूंगी, जब कोई प्लेयर ग्राउंड में आता है तो उनका क्या होता है ना, अगर पहले गोल खा जाता है, कोई कोई टीम ऐसा होता है कि वो डीमोटिवेट हो जाता है, जिसके कारण वो आगे मतलब बढ़ने के लिए कोशिश नहीं करता है। उनको मन में एक ये हो जाता है कि हम लोग गोल खा लिए, मतलब आगे नहीं कर सकते या कर नहीं पाएंगे, वो नहीं सोचते। और कोई कोई प्लेयर आप देखेंगे, कोई कोई टीम पहला गोल खा लेता है और बाद में गोल देने में वो पूरा कि हम कैसे गोल करना है, हम खाए कैसे, तो ये होता है। तो ये माता रुक्मणी का ये बोलूंगी मैं कि वो थोड़ा डिमोटिवेट हो गए थे और कॉन्फिडेंस थोड़ा मतलब लो हो गया था उनका, जो कि इसी कारण वो लोग मतलब 4 गोल खा लिए।
जैसे कि माता रुक्मणी छत्तीसगढ़ से आए हैं, वहाँ ट्रेनिंग ग्राउंड फैसिलिटी उनको इतना अच्छा नहीं मिलता। क्या इस सीजन हीरो इंडियन विमेंस लीग का ये जो एक्सपीरियंस उनके प्लेयर्स को मिला, आगे जाके ये कितना फायदेमंद रहेगा?
ये बहुत आगे वो लोग जब ये यहाँ इनके लिए वो लैंड था, वो मतलब सीखे होंगे बहुत कुछ कि हम लोग को आगे क्या करना है और कैसे खेलना है। तो आगे जाके ये सब उनको बहुत हेल्प करेगा, आगे उनका कैरियर के लिए और खेलने के लिए उनको बहुत सपोर्ट और बहुत मतलब आगे बहुत बेनिफिट मिलेगा उनको।
और 7th बैटालियन ग्राउंड पे जो दूसरा मैच खेला गया था सेतु मदुरई और पीफा स्पोर्ट्स क्लब के बीच, जो महाराष्ट्र की टीम है, वहाँ सेतु मदुरई ने 3-1 गोल से वो मुकाबला जीता और चैंपियनशिप फाइट में भी है। सेतु मदुरई 2019 साल का चैंपियंस भी रह चुके हैं। ये 3 पॉइंट चैंपियनशिप फाइट में कितना मायने रखेगा?
3 पॉइंट तो बहुत मायने रखता है प्लेयर के लिए, क्योंकि उनका आगे मैच के लिए कॉन्फिडेंस रहता है कि हम लोग को 3 पॉइंट मिला है, हम आगे और अच्छा करेंगे तो और अच्छा पॉइंट मिलेगा हम लोग को। तो ये 3 पॉइंट बहुत मायने रखता है हर कोई प्लेयर को और हर कोई टीम को।
जैसे कि उनका चैंपियनशिप फाइट अभी गोकुलम केरला के साथ हो रहा है। गोकुलम केरला अभी 2nd पोजीशन में है 18 पॉइंट 6 मैच खेल के, और सेतु मदुरई आज अपना मैच जीत गए, जिसके वजह से वो अब 21 पॉइंट पे चला गया 7 मैच खेल के। तो ये जो 3 पॉइंट का गैप है, जैसे कि गोकुलम कल इंडियन एरोस के खिलाफ खेलने वाला है, क्या उनके ऊपर थोड़ा सा दबाव रहेगा?
हाँ बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, क्योंकि हम लोग जब भी मैच खेलने जाते हैं, अगर हम लोग का मैच अगर ड्रॉ चल रहा है, वो एक होता है कि नहीं हम लोग का ड्रॉ है या हमको आगे निकलना है। और ये हो जाता है कि अगर अभी सेतु आगे है तो गोकुलम यही सोचेगा कि कल हम लोग का मैच है कि कल हम लोग बेस्ट गेम खेलेंगे और जीतेंगे कि हम लोग का पॉइंट और उनका पॉइंट सेम हो। तो ये हर प्लेयर के अंदर रहता है और जब मैच मतलब जाता है खेलने के लिए वो यही सोच के जाता है कि हम लोग को जैसे भी हो पॉइंट हासिल करना है।
आपने भी अपने कैरियर में सेतु एफसी के खिलाफ खेले हैं। इस सेतु एफसी टीम उस टीम से कितना अलग है?
नहीं, अभी का जो अभी हम मतलब पहले जो थे हम लोग ग्रास लेवल इतना वो स्ट्रांग नहीं था। अभी जो ग्रास रूट से निकलते हैं जो हम लोग को मिलता है, बहुत कुछ मिलता है ग्रास रूट से ही प्लेयर को बहुत कुछ बेनिफिट मिलता है जो आगे जाते हैं। तो अभी का जो प्लेयर है मैं ये बोलूंगी कि अभी वो लोग मतलब बहुत कुछ देख लिए हैं कि मतलब यहाँ पे इंडिया में स्पोर्ट्स में कितना आगे जा रहा है। तो उसी हिसाब से मैं ये बोलूंगी कि अभी बहुत अच्छे-अच्छे प्लेयर निकल रहे हैं। जूनियर चाहे सब जूनियर हो, सीनियर हो, बहुत मतलब अच्छा कर रहे हैं प्लेयर।
आज का जो लोकल डार्बी खेला जाएगा कलिंगा स्टेडियम में ओडिशा पुलिस और ओडिशा स्पोर्ट्स के बीच, फीलिंग्स कैसा है डार्बी मैच का? आपने भी अपने कैरियर पे काफ़ी सारे डार्बी मैच खेल चुके हैं। ड्रेसिंग रूम का माहौल कैसा रहता है? ये बड़े मैच से पहले प्लेयर अपने आप को तैयारी कैसे करते हैं? अगर आप हमारे साथ शेयर करेंगे तो।
जब भी कोई प्लेयर मैच के लिए जाता है तो उनके मन में यही रहता है कि मुझे ये टीम को बीट करनी है और किसी भी हालत में मुझे बीट करनी है और जीतना भी है। जो भी प्लेयर जाता है मन में बहुत सारे मतलब सवाल के साथ और कॉन्फिडेंस लेता है कि नहीं मुझे खेलना है और मुझे जीतना है। जो भी प्लेयर जाता है मैच से पहले वो हमेशा अपने आप को रेडी करता है कि नहीं मुझे ये मैच में बेस्ट देना है, अपने आप को दिखाना है। और आज ओडिशा मेरे 2 ही ओडिशा टीम है और मैं आशा करती हूँ कि दोनों खेलेंगे जब दोनों दोनों को जानते हैं और दोनों लोकल टीम है और दोनों खेलते वक्त कैसे किसको टैकल क्या करना है कैसे करना है वो दोनों आपस में जानते हैं। आशा है बस दोनों टीम अच्छा खेलेंगे, रिजल्ट दोनों का अच्छा रहेगा।
डार्बी मैचेस में ज़्यादातर पहला आधा घंटा कितना महत्वपूर्ण रहता है?
ये तो हर मैच में रहता है क्योंकि हर मैच जब हम खेलते हैं क्यों ग्राउंड में हम लोग सेटल नहीं होते। जब भी हम ग्राउंड के अंदर जाते हैं तो हमको हर 15 मिनट या 10 मिनट हम लोग को मतलब ग्राउंड सेटल होने में लग जाता है। तो ये जब भी कोई हम लोग प्लेयर मैच के अंदर जाते हैं तो हम लोग को ये डर रहता है कि जो फर्स्ट 15 मिनट चाहे तो वो अच्छा हो जाए और हम सेटल हो जाए। सब हर कोई प्लेयर यही चाहता है कि हम जब ग्राउंड जाते हैं पूरा 15 मिनट सेटल हो जाते हैं। कभी-कभी ऐसा होता है कि आप मैच में घुसो और 5 मिनट में कभी 2 मिनट में कभी गोल हो जाता है क्योंकि प्लेयर उस समय सेटल नहीं होता, अपने आप को वो सेट नहीं कर पाता है ग्राउंड में और अचानक गोल हो जाता है। तो वो चीज कभी-कभी होती है और आप जब भी देखो 15 मिनट प्लेयर को सेटिंग में लगता है कि ग्राउंड शूट कर रहा है या नहीं, ग्राउंड के साथ उसको टाइम टेकिंग लगता है थोड़ा। जी।
जैसे कि ओडिशा स्पोर्ट्स का अभी तक का प्रदर्शन अच्छा रहा है। 10 पॉइंट्स फ्रॉम 6 मैचेस, 3 मैच जीते भी है वो लोग, 5 नंबर पे है। क्या लगता है अगर वो एक रिस्पेक्टेबल फिनिश कर पाता है इस सीजन हीरो इंडियन विमेंस लीग में, आगे जाके जो बडिंग प्लेयर्स है उनको किस तरीके से वो मोटिवेशन मिलेगा?
नहीं, मैं तो ये बोलूँगी ओडिशा जो दोनों टीम बहुत मेहनत किए हैं। अभी जस्ट ओडब्ल्यूएल खेले थे और हर टीम तो अपना टीम को आगे लेने के लिए बहुत कोशिश करता है। मैं ये बोलूँगी कि अभी वो लोग अपना बेस्ट दे। अभी ये टाइम है बेस्ट देने का। तो मैं ये चाहती हूँ कि आप दोनों टीम अपना बेस्ट दे।
ओडिशा गवर्नमेंट का जो एफर्ट है फुटबॉल को प्रमोट करने का स्टेट पे, तो प्लेयर्स और क्लब्स को कितना मोटिवेशन मिलता है जब गवर्नमेंट का बैकिंग रहता है? तो
उड़ीसा जो गवर्नमेंट है फुटबॉल के लिए बहुत सारा लीग भी करवाते हैं। अभी जस्ट आईडब्ल्यू पहले ओडब्ल्यू हुआ था और वहाँ बहुत अच्छा टीम हम लोग टीम को लाए थे और यहाँ पे लीग हुआ था और उसमें बहुत अच्छे प्लेयर भी थे जो मतलब टीम में खेल रहे थे और उड़ीसा गवर्नमेंट बहुत मतलब आगे से बहुत अभी बहुत बेस्ट किया है। बहुत जगह में स्टेडियम बनाया है। यहाँ पे जब भुवनेश्वर में सिर्फ 1-2 ग्राउंड था, पर अभी आप देखेंगे हर जगह ग्राउंड है, मतलब प्लेयर्स लोग के लिए। और बहुत सपोर्टिंग करता है फाइनेंस, बहुत सपोर्टिंग करता है ओडिशा। और ऊपर से बहुत सारा लीग करता है कि फुटबॉल डेवलप हो। तो मैं यही कहूंगी कि ऐसे ही आगे हम लोग को ओडिशा को सपोर्ट करते रहिए। मतलब ओडिशा सरकार को यही रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी कि जितना सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं हमारे लिए बहुत अच्छा हो रहा है, और सारा प्लेयर बहुत मतलब अच्छे रिजल्ट कर रहे हैं। तो ओडिशा में हॉस्टल भी बना रखे हैं प्लेयर लोग के लिए। ग्रास रूट लेवल से प्लेयर लोग को लेके हॉस्टल में रखते हैं, और उनको मतलब फुटबॉल कोचिंग दिया जा रहा है। तो ये बहुत कुछ अच्छा है हमारे लिए, पूरा स्टेट के लिए बहुत अच्छा है कि ओडिशा इतना डेवलप कर रहा है।
इस सीजन हीरो इंडियन विमेंस लीग में जैसे आपको पता है 12 टीम्स पार्टिसिपेट कर रहा है, ज्यादा मैचेस खेलने का मौका मिल रहा है प्लेयर लोग को। गेम टाइम कितना जरूरी होता है स्पेशली एक जूनियर खिलाड़ी के लिए?
मैं ये बोलूंगी जब जूनियर प्लेयर सब सीनियर लोग के साथ खेलते हैं, उनको कॉन्फिडेंस आता है, और वो जितना टाइम ग्राउंड में रहेंगे उनका स्किल डेवलप होगा, और एक्सपीरियंस उनका गेन होगा, और वो आगे मतलब बहुत आगे तक खेलने के लिए वो खुद को मेंटली फिट करेंगे कि नहीं हम खेल पाएंगे आगे। तो ये जूनियर प्लेयर के लिए बहुत अच्छा होता है कि सीनियर से बहुत कुछ सीखते हैं, और खुद खुद को आगे बढ़ाने की कोशिश करते हैं।
आगे जाके क्या आप हीरो IWL भी, जैसे हीरो ISL, हीरो आई लीग की तरह अगर होम एंड अवे फॉर्मेट होगा, तो क्या आपको लगता है प्लेयर्स लोग के लिए कितना फायदेमंद रहेगा ये फॉर्मेट?
हाँ, ये बहुत फायदेमंद रहेगा। जो जो मैचेस हो रहा है, इंडिया के हर कोने-कोने से प्लेयर आते हैं, और वो प्लेयर के लिए एक मतलब वो चांस होता है कि हमको मतलब खेलना है आगे, और हम लोग जो प्लेयर्स लाते हैं उनके लिए एक अपॉर्चुनिटी होता है कि भाई हम लोग को आगे के लिए खेलना है। और बहुत फायदा होता है, सारे प्लेयर को तो बहुत फायदा होता है। इसीलिए होता है कि जब कोई प्लेयर आता है इसमें कैरियर होता है, उनका कैरियर हो जाता है। मतलब फुटबॉल एक ऐसा स्टेज है कि जो भी आते हैं प्लेयर्स, जब हम लोग आए थे हम लोग को पता ही नहीं था कि हम लोग को जॉब भी मिलेगा गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से, और हम लोग इतना आगे तक खेल पाएंगे। हम लोग बच्चे थे, सिर्फ हम लोग खेल रहे थे। जब हम लोग आए यहाँ पे खेले, जब इंडियन टीम में भी खेले, नेशनल टीम में भी खेले, हम लोग को धीरे धीरे पता लगा कि नहीं हमको और आगे खेलना है। हम उसी हिसाब से खुद को प्रिपेयर किए कि नहीं हमको और आगे खेलना है और आगे जाना है। तो वैसे अगर कोई प्लेयर आएंगे सबको फायदा होगा, इसलिए कि उनको सब कुछ मिल सकता है। प्लेयर एक ऐसा चीज, मतलब सारे चीज प्लेयर को मिल सकता है।
जैसे कि ईस्टर्न स्पोर्टिंग यूनियन जो मणिपुर का टीम था, पहला सीजन वो लोग चैंपियन रहा था हीरो इंडियन वुमेन्स लीग में। सेकंड सीजन राइजिंग स्टूडेंट, जिसके लिए आप भी खेले थे, वो चैंपियन हुआ था। क्या आपको लगता है नेशनल टीम का बैकबोन ये दोनों स्टेट है, मणिपुर और ओडिशा, क्योंकि मैक्सिमम खिलाड़ी इन्हीं दो स्टेट से है?
हाँ, वो है। बात तो आप सही बोले कि बहुत पहले से हम लोग मणिपुर उड़ीसा चला आ रहा है। लेकिन मैं ये बोलूंगी कि अभी का जो ये मतलब हम लोग का प्लेयर निकल रहे हैं, जूनियर, सब जूनियर, सीनियर जो निकल रहे हैं हर स्टेट से, दिल्ली हो चाहे आप केरला हो, आप तमिलनाडु हो, आप देखो हर जगह से टीम निकल रहा है। तो आगे जाके कुछ भी हो सकता है। आप मणिपुर की जगह कोई और भी हो सकता है, उड़ीसा की जगह कोई और भी हो सकता है, क्योंकि प्लेयर्स आजकल जो प्लेयर्स खेल रहे हैं वो बहुत मतलब अच्छे से ग्रो कर रहे हैं और अच्छे खेल रहे हैं। तो ये हो सकता है कि वो आगे जाके कोई और टीम भी आ सकता है, ये मतलब चैंपियन जगह और रनर्स अप की जगह में। तो ऐसा कोई ये नहीं है। अभी तक तो उड़ीसा मणिपुर चल ही रहा है, और आगे देखते हैं क्या होता है।
इसका रिजल्ट शायद इंडियन नेशनल टीम को भी मिल रहा है, जैसे कि हाल ही में उन लोगों ने फ्रेंडली मैचेस पे इजिप्ट और जॉर्डन जैसे टीम को हराए हैं। ये जो एक्सपोजर ट्रिप है, ये एक्सपोजर ट्रिप कैसे हेल्प कर रहे हैं खिलाड़ियों को?
बहुत मायने रखता है, क्योंकि हम लोग अगर जब जब एक्सपोजर खेलते हैं और फॉरेन लोग प्लेयर के साथ हम लोग का मैचेस होता है, तो हम लोग को बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलता है। और बहुत कुछ हम लोग जानने को मिलता है कि हमको वो लोग कैसे खेलते हैं, ये वो लोग का क्या फैसिलिटीज अच्छा है, क्या नहीं है, क्या हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं उसमें, क्या नहीं कर सकते, ये कुछ बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलता है उनमें से। और एक होता है कि इन्वायरमेंट भी उन लोग का चेंज होता है, हम लोग का भी चेंज होता है, तो वो बहुत कुछ चीज होता है कि हम लोग उनसे सीखने को मिलता है, और वो लोग सीखते होंगे हम लोग से, हम लोग लेकिन वो लोग से बहुत कुछ सीखते हैं।
2016 से 2022 ये 6 सालों में इंडियन प्लेयर्स का डेवलपमेंट किस तरीके से हुआ है आपको लगता है? टेक्निकली डेवलप हुआ है, फिजिकली डेवलप हुआ है, क्या डेवलपमेंट हुआ, कितना डेवलपमेंट हुआ है आपको लगता है?
बहुत डेवलपमेंट हुआ है, क्योंकि जब हम लोग खेलते थे इतना एक्सपोजर नहीं मिलता था। मैं हार्डली एक ही एक्सपोजर या दो हम लोग खेलने गए थे, पर अभी का देखिए मतलब साल भर एक्सपोजर रहता है, मतलब प्लेयर जाते हैं आते हैं, कभी मतलब वो कैंप कैंप में ही उनका खत्म होता है। पहले ऐसा नहीं होता था, पहले हम लोग 1 महीना 2 महीना कैंप करके हम चले जाते थे खेलने, या जो भी जहाँ पे गेम होता था हम जाके डायरेक्ट गेम पे ही जाते थे। पहले एक्सपोजर इतना नहीं था, पर अभी आप देखिए पूरा 1-1 साल तक एक्सपोजर रहता है, कभी स्पेन कभी ये, तो वो चीज और उधर पहले का और अभी का बहुत डिफरेंट है जी।
और आज के शो का मेरा आखिरी सवाल आपसे, 2016 में आपको ऑल इंडिया फुटबॉल फेडरेशन द्वारा सर्वश्रेष्ठ खिलाड़ी का खिताब मिला था, वो सीजन के बारे
जी
में अगर थोड़ा दर्शकों को बताएंगे तो।
अम, मुझे वो चीज मेरे लाइफ का सबसे प्राउड मोमेंट था, क्योंकि मैं जितना मेहनत किया था मुझे मतलब लास्ट लास्ट में वो मिला मुझे, मतलब वो चीज का बहुत मैं मतलब प्राउड फील करती थी उस समय, और अभी भी करती हूँ, क्योंकि मैं उसके लिए बहुत मेहनत की थी। और लाइफ में मैं जो भी मिला मुझे फुटबॉल से ही मिला है। और जब मैं फुटबॉल खेल रही थी तब मैं खुद को पूरा फुटबॉल के लिए ही छोड़ दी थी कि नहीं मुझे लाइफ में कुछ करना नहीं है, सिर्फ फुटबॉल ही खेलना है। तो ये अवार्ड मेरे लिए बहुत मायने रखता है, और आई रियली प्राउड तो अवार्ड के लिए मैं बहुत प्राउड फील करती हूँ खुद को। और मैं ये सारे प्लेयर को यही बोलूंगी कि कोई अगर खेलता है एक एम रख के खेलना चाहिए कि मुझे यहाँ तक जाना है और ये चीज हासिल करना है। वो चीज प्लेयर को बहुत आगे तक लेती है, क्योंकि कुछ हासिल करने के लिए मतलब अगर दिमाग में सोचो तो वो चीज अपने आप चले जाता है, पता नहीं चलता, तो वो चीज होनी चाहिए।
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए शष्मिता जी।
थैंक यू सो मच, थैंक यू।
Welcome to the Hero Indian Women's League, and tonight it's Odisha Derby, where Odisha Sports taking on Odisha Police, a fixture which stands in the center of the Hero Indian Women's League like a tall tower that remains proudly erect in defiance of a century's worth of changes to this fascinating sport in this fascinating country. So on to the first chapter then in its unending story. Welcome to part 2 of Hero Indian Women's League's rivalry weekend. And Odisha Sports faced a heavy defeat to Setu Madurai FC at the Kalinga Stadium to register their second defeat in the Hero Indian Women's League. The former champions humiliated the local side throughout the game, and they failed to register even a single shot on target. And a game before facing Setu Madurai, they defeated PIFA by 3-1. This is the side making their way out of the team bus. And Odisha Sports, they had 3 out of the 11 shots on target against PIFA. At the hour mark, and Sports Odisha earned a corner which was subsequently taken by the goal scorer Munda, and her cross was well connected by Piari Zaza from inside the box. The defender scored another one immediately in the 65th minute. Another error from Barke led to Zaha winning possession in a dangerous area, and the forward pass of the ball led to Shahu, who finished it in style. And Gitanjali Kuntia, the head coach of Sports Odisha, expressed her thoughts ahead of the derby.
Thoughts are very clear. We put our 100% and win the game. And Odisha Police won't be a easy game. We start pressure on them and try to focus our strength and win the game.
Now let's get into the team news of Sports Odisha tonight, as they have kept just 2 clean sheets in 6 games, and one of them came against the Indian Arrows, and they will hope for another one as Gitanjali Khuntia makes no changes to the team from their loss against Setu Madurai. It's a same old fold 4-3-3. Shubhadra Shahu wants to make up for that glorious chance as she had to at the end in the previous game. Pyari and Jashoda Munda continues to be the mainstay in attack. Gitanjali Khuntia has taken charge of some big teams in her time in the league, but she is now at a club that demands dominance, and 3 points tonight will take her side into the top 4. A decent bench for Sports Odisha, Supriya, Soni Behra and Jahanavi Kishan all available as an option for Odisha Sports tonight. This is the Odisha Police team. They are a good side and they have won their state league and know what it takes to win every single match, and they have retained the players, and the team has been together for a long time. For Odisha Police, who won the state league, it will be a novel experience and an interesting challenge to play against the best of the country. And Odisha Police blanked some home teams during the Odisha Women's League when these two teams faced against each other. Sports Odisha defeated Odisha Police by 5-0 in the opening game at the Kalinga Stadium earlier this year, and that game was played on 22nd of February. And the first 2 match days were Odisha Police and Sports Odisha and East Coast Railways and OGP Club. Pyari Zaha scored a wonderful hat-trick when these 2 times played against each other last time, where Shraddhanjali Shamantare, the head coach of Odisha Police, echoed her thoughts ahead of the derby.
हम लोग लास्ट मैच जीता है तो प्लेयर्स के पास कॉन्फिडेंस है. अभी जो हमारा होम टीम के साथ मैच है और ओडिशा के साथ, तो कॉन्फिडेंस है, वैसे हम कंटिन्यू करेंगे और खेलेंगे.
And like you said, you will be facing Sports Odisha today. So, what are your thoughts about Sports Odisha team?
और स्पोर्ट्स ओडिशा बैलेंस टीम है, अच्छा टीम है. हम लोग कोशिश करेंगे हमारा टीम अलग खेलेंगे और जो प्लेयर्स हैं उनका बेस्ट देंगे, मैच के ऊपर जाने की कोशिश करेंगे.
Thank you.
Only one change from Shraddhanjali Samantare to her 11 as the standout performer Sarojini Tirke into the lineup, and she will be flying for this. No Sashmita Ekka and no Lakshmi Munda in the starting 11, and Lochana Munda will need to be as brave as ever, and the crafty Sarojini Tirke has the responsibility to score up front. Samantara has been in charge of this club in the past, of course, and tasted the rush of a derby as a head coach, and how she would like to get only their second win of the season against their bitterest enemies. It is a 4-1-4-1. In fact, Odisha Police, their new signing, Joyce Nakishan, she is on the bench, and they will also want to give a chance probably to Jharana Malik in this crucial tie. Well, the referee for today's game is Ruba Devi, and the assistant referee is Debala Debi Langbam and Chim Chim Seto. The fourth official for today's game is Usha, and match commissioner Sudhir Menon. These are the points table. Odisha Sports on 5th with 10 points. A win will take them equal in points with the Indian Arrows, and Odisha Police are 9th and can climb to 7th with a victory tonight. It's going to be a very crucial game for the Arrows though tomorrow when they take on Gokulam Kerala. As you can see, they are second, 18 points from 6 matches, 6 wins, a goal difference of 23. But Setu Madurai's victory will certainly keep the Malabarians under a bit of a pressure. And now the team's getting ready to walk out of the tunnel for this mammoth occasion. What about Sangeeta Das though? Another return on the cards. She will know that mathematically it's still open for the top 5 teams in the Hero Indian Women's League, and that is the hope that will drive them on, and it will drive Odisha Sports and Odisha Police tonight. The referee Ruba Devi with the 2 skippers, Manisha of Sports Odisha, and the skipper of the Odisha Police side is Sumitra, the jersey number 11. And Odisha Sports is the team in red and black, and Odisha Police will be wearing blue tonight here. It is match number 39 at the Kalinga Stadium. And well, the momentum of a win could only trigger absolutely anything, and you can pick your metaphorical symbol of what this brand event is. If it is a book, we open it one more time, and the chapters are written in ink colors of red and black and blue, indelible, irresistible and incredible. And if it is a painting, then tonight we add another stroke to what will be always an unfinished piece of art, and yet the main attraction in the gallery of the Hero Indian Women's League. It's really an occasion to cherish for both the teams. And of course, those who have never experienced it will know tonight what the pressure is like on the pitch. Sumitra and Jashoda Munda, the 2 captains, are playing in a very crucial position for their respective teams, will know that more than anyone else on the pitch, having been part of the Indian football ecosystem for a while now. And so very soon, the Odisha Derby coming your way. And so the referee for today's game is Ruba Devi, synchronizing her watch. It's really a very big game. Both local giants clashing against each other for the very first time in the stage of the Hero Indian Women's League. They've played against each other, of course, in the Odisha Women's League. And Odisha Police will be looking for revenge, as they were defeated by 5-0 by Sports Odisha back on 22nd February 2022. And so, ever ready faces on the sidelines. Everyone wants to be part of this occasion. The young, the known, the experienced, the exuberant, and also the unknown. And those who have never experienced the pressure of a derby match. Before kickoff, you are allowed time to feel. After the first whistle, and especially for both the head coaches, it will really be important to shrug away the sentimentality. And so contrasting styles with similar aims, contrasting forms with similar expectations, and contrasting season with always hope being part of it. One common needle to entirely divergent threads. But this is the Odisha Derby. This is where the lines blur. This is where the prepper phrase, heroes are made villains as well. Rooney with the first touch. This is the left full back of Sports Odisha. She's been very, very impressive this season in terms of defending. Doesn't likes to overlap though, but defensively very solid, and she will have a stake to claim in the starting 11 as a particular position for which there is a lot of competition in this Sports Odisha side. And Pyari, she is the highest goal scorer of the side with 5 goals. Early pressure on Rooney from Sarojini Tirke. And Odisha Police, they have just struck form. Defeated Silverdam Sports Club by 2-0 in the last game, and Sarojini Tirke was the hero of the match. She also scored the opening goal. Defended there from Sinulata, but coming away with the ball. This is Sports Odisha, but Lochana Munda breaking the move before it could even develop. Shibani. Sumitra stretching it wide on the far right for Eva Panna. A ball is lost. It's a wayward pass, and the goalkeeper will eventually get to it. Both the keepers are in fact wearing the jersey number 21. Rajeshwari Das between the sticks for Odisha Police, and Shashmita Parida for Sports Odisha. And Jashoda Munda on the number 19. She is going to man that hole behind the front three. Pyari is going to operate as a centre forward, and Satyabati and Shubhadra Sahu on both the flanks. It's a typical 4-3-3. And Odisha Police with 5 at the back, 4 in midfield. Only Sarojini Tirke up top. This looks like a slightly defensive formation that relies heavily on the defensive abilities of the back 5, and it consists of 5 defenders. An early shot on the turn from the number 16, Sumitra. It was harmless in fact, and so goal kick for Odisha Police. In midfield there are 2 central midfielders and 2 wingers, while a lone striker completing the formation. Stated in a very simple terms, there are basically 3 ways to get past an opposition defense. A team can go around, through or over the top, and this system is designed to stop all those 3 from happening. And the idea is to make it virtually impossible for the opposition to create chances in their defensive third. When executed properly, it forces the opponents to take their goal attempts from 30 plus yards out, which is far enough for any decent keeper to save most attempts. Rooney. Javamani. Jashoda kept in play. Off her heels in the end. Throw in for Odisha Police. This is Madhushmita Barik. Went on for a couple of impressive runs in the last game against Silverdam. She will look to carry on that momentum. Not going to be so easy against Odisha Sports. Seeing plenty of the ball so far in the 5.5 odd minutes. Madhushmita Barik puts it out. It's a throw in for Odisha Sports. Clearance from Maxima This is the just number 12, Germany to do. Rooney. Continuing her run. There is a run also offered out wide. Germany to do. Shielding the ball brilliantly. Sumitra losing out the 50-50, eventually falls to a red shirt. A chance for a cross. Satyabati this time onto her left foot. Just over Pyari. And they can hit Odisha Sports on the counter. The forward pass from Sumitra. Looking for Sarojini. Plays it back to Pareda. Sasmita Pareda. Odisha Sports, they have conceded just 7 goals. On the flip side, Odisha Police, they have let in 22 in 6 matches. This is of course round 1 of day 1 rather of round 7. Tomorrow is going to be the day 2. A couple of tasty fixtures coming your way, and all eyes will be on the opening game between Gokulam Kerala and the Arrows. 2 quality teams going to take on each other in the field of play. It's going to be a wonderful experience for the Arrows players as well, playing against Gokulam. A chance to rub shoulders alongside some of the top stalwarts of Indian football, like Aditi Chauhan, Dalima Chibar, Ashalata Devi. It's going to be a huge exposure for the young guns, getting exposed to different kind of players, getting exposed to different kind of tactics. A bigger challenge will be to contain the likes of El Shaddai and Wintan, those 2 foreign imports of Gokulam Kerala. But we'll talk about that later, coming on to today's game. In Odisha Sports, slightly on the upper hand in terms of moving the ball forward. Pyari's header, no power on it. Rooney. Manisha. Jashoda Munda. Brought it down brilliantly. Is Eva Panna. She is coming back into the starting 11 after 3 games. And this is a one-on-one chance. Clatters with the goalkeeper. It's an empty net from a difficult angle. Pyari with a weak attempt. And the goalkeeper dives onto it. A wonderful chance to head her team in front. Pyari getting the favour this time. Takes a look up and delivers a cross to a Satyabati. She will try to keep it in play. Eventually it's gone out. Lochana Munda. She is closely marked by Julie Kishan. Primarily plays as a central defender, playing in the heart of midfield in a slightly new role. Let's see how Sports Odisha cope up with 2 very new midfield partnership tonight. Very little we've seen from Odisha Police so far in terms of creating chances. Silnata clears. Sarojini Tirke. But Germany to do. She's got a half a yard's advantage over the number 12. This is Sumitra. Sumitra getting the better of the marker. A lovely step over. Sarojini Tirke waiting in the middle was Sonia Eka. Back to the number 9. Oh, what a strike! Wonderful from Odisha Police. And against the run of play, they have taken the lead here. In fact, it's the skipper, Sumitra, with an absolute pile driver from the edge of the penalty area. And it's simply wow. What a strike. And despite all the dominance, despite all the attack in the opening exchanges, now they find themselves trailing by 1-0. And the jersey number 11, Sumitra, giving them the lead within the first 12 minutes of the game. Shashmita Parida, she is absolutely stunned by the reversal. On the turn, a scintillating stuff. What a start to the derby. And that is the kind of composure required in defense and midfield in a game like this. This time headed away by Manisha, a Sports Odisha skipper, Eva Panna, and now the number 4, Julie Kishan, spreading it out wide, but too long eventually for Satyabati to keep it in play. And usually the teams have 2 central defenders, but in the system there will be an extra defender who takes care of any loose balls and aerial threats, and so attempting to create chances from crosses usually won't yield anything for the opposition. Rooney. And Jashoda still holding on to the ball. Jashoda's cross. Sports Odisha looking for the equalizer. Shubhadra Shahu. There is a certain desperation from the team in red, trying to hurry things up. Eva Panna. There's the cross in towards Sumitra. Clearance. Julie Kishan. Odisha Sports will come back again. She is brought down. There's a body check from Madhushmita Barik on Satyabati. And free kick from a promising position for Sports Odisha. There you go, a body barge by the number 3, just giving her a feeler. This is what she's in for tonight. When it is a derby match, wow, it is always extra on the cards. Positioning of the teams in the points table doesn't matter in the next 90 minutes. Odisha Sports, they are on 5th position, could go 6 points clear. Matters not. It's all about pride. But Gitanjali Kuntia will look at it very much from the point of view of points, because that is the kind of coach she is. A free kick sent in. Header comes in and it's 1-1. In case you wonder why this is one of the most highlight fixtures of this competition, I hope you've got your answer. This game so far in the first quarter have lived up to its billing. A terrific header. And it's 1-1 here at the Kalinga Stadium. And it was in fact Sumitra's header. Both the Sumitra scoring. The number 11 of Odisha Police and the number 16 of Odisha Sports. Wonderfully taken by Eva Panna. And Sumitra eventually bringing her team back on level terms. Sumitra Hembram scoring the equalizer. And it's all square here between Odisha Police and Odisha Sports. As they say, morning shows the day. The first 15 minutes already giving an indication where we're gonna end. An easy tap in. Satyabati. A quick fire double from Sports Odisha. And they have fought back after going down early. What a remarkable show of character. What a remarkable show of desire and resilience. A mistake at the back line. There was a pullback from Subhadra Shahu and Satyapati, nodding it into an empty net. It's 2-1 here at the Kalinga Stadium between Odisha Sports and Odisha Police. Game on here between these two local teams. They are dishing out an excellent exhibition of attacking football. You simply cannot take your eyes off this. And how do Odisha Police, they respond? It was in fact Sports Odisha all around the pitch, moving the ball around from left to right, covering the ground well. But against the run of play, it was Sumitra heading Odisha Police in front. It was initially cancelled out by Sumitra Hembram's header from Eva Panna's free kick. And now Satyapati, one of their elite winger, heading her team in front. And it's in fact Satyapati's third goal of this competition. She scored a brace against Sirvadam Sports Club, and Odisha Sports won that game by 9-1. They have got plenty of wealth when it comes to scoring goals, when it comes to the attacking line. Talking about Odisha Police, most of the goal scoring responsibilities lies on the shoulder of Sarojini Tirke, the number 9. Subhadra Shahu giving a tough time to Madhushmita Barik. There's that high interception and a floater. Pyari chesting it down. Defender was very close to the number 9, but it's false for Pyari. It's bouncing onto her right side. The give and go not working out. Well seen there from Karishma, averting the danger for her team in exchange of a throw-in. And now stepping across is the number 16, Karishma. Clearance is poor. Rectified though by Sanu, known as Shinulata. Rooney. It's a good deep cross towards the back post. Satyapati going for the knockback. Excellent body swerve. Very clever turn from the number 9. And she settles for a corner kick. Odisha Sports, they are in a hurry. They're looking to kill the game off, looking to settle the score line, put the game to bed. In the first half itself, Jashoda Munda will be over this corner kick. 20 minutes on the clock here at the Kalinga Stadium. 3 goals already. It is turning out to be a fascinating encounter between the two local teams. There's the corner. Keeper somehow managing to get a hand onto it. Rooney shaping up for a cross, took a slight deflection in the way. A good strong header from Karishma. Pyari, excellent drag back from Pyari. One touch too many. Falls for Pyari. And the ball making its way out towards Satyapati, the scorer of the second goal. Eva Panna, the right full back, taking on Sumitra. Putting a break to his run and also holding a run inside the box is the number 16, Sumitra Hembram. A shot from distance, it was dipping. Just a slight too much. Manisha playing it back towards the goalkeeper, Shashmita Parida. She's beaten once. Oh, that's a mistake taken away by Shanojini Tirke. What was she thinking there, Sonia? Should have opted for a simple pass on to the number 9. Making a wrong choice in front of goal, and most of the players playing in the Asian region would sometimes just lose their nerves in front of goal and eventually make a wrong choice. And the player who can take those decisions quick in the final third eventually are the ones who stands out in the field of play, eventually are the ones who go a long way in their career. And globally, if you talk about decision making, Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, Andre Iniesta previously, one of the best attacking players, Eden Hazard among the recent ones, Neymar Jr. of Brazil, and also Mohamed Salah, of course. How can you forget the Egyptian magician? Attempted cross is blocked. This time is gonna be easy pickings, but only as far as Javamani Tudu. That's a reverse pass from Satyabati. Heavy touch from Shubhadra Shahu. Struggling to clear their lines. Sonia losing out to Rooney. And a gap opening up on the left hand side is Pyari. Pyari swinging in a very tasty delivery. And Jashoda Munda will look to keep it in play. Munda eventually gets there first. Munda's crossing. And away from the number 16, Karishma. And aside from errors, it is supposed to be almost impossible to score against a side set up in this manner. Because more than 95% of goals come from the attempts in the final third and in the 5-4-1 formation. It packs the 9 outfield midfielders into that third to prevent the opposition from creating any chances in that area. And a shot from distance wasn't too far off. Shumitra Hembram again was looking for her second of this game, and she is narrowly deprived. A bright idea though from the number 16. This is the head coach of Odisha Police, Shraddhanjali Samantare. Her side took the lead, and now they are trailing. Injury to one of our very vital players, and this is Gitanjali. Her team has shown that they've got the ingredient that is required in the side in order to come back. There's going to be a handball. A free kick for Odisha Police. And now charging down the middle is Odisha Police, Sarojini Tirke. She was outnumbered. You can see the players just fighting for every ball. And that is what you expect from a derby game. Players giving their 100% in the field of play. Rooney and Jashoda. Julie Kishan carrying the ball forward, driving towards the penalty area. Satyabati with the cross in, headed out by Karishma. Suman pressing it to the near right where Sonia is present. Sonia plays it forward. Sarojini Tirke surrounded by 3 red shirts. The only player close to her is Sumitra, but still they're having the numerical advantage in the defending third. Odisha Sports going up and tracking back pretty well. And so at the water break, is Odisha Sports up by 2-1 against Odisha Police. This is how it all started. The opening goal. What a strike from Sumitra. Capitalizing on the poor clearance. Lochana Munda setting it up. Sumitra says thank you very much, and she rifles it into the top corner. And this was just putting it on a plate for Sumitra Hembram. And the diving header finding the bottom corner. An easy tap in. It was in fact the attempted clearance from Madhushmita Barik, which went off the number 9 Satyabati. By the virtue of which Odisha Sports, they are leading by 2-1. Eva Panna. Rooney between the lines. That's a smart pass to nullify the pressure. A chance for a through pass for Sarojini Tirke. Too long for the number 9. She's also got the goal scoring instincts. Sarojini, we saw that in the last game. Odisha Police started their journey on 16th April against Gokulam Kerala, and that was a 12-0 defeat. They bounced back though in the second game against Mata Rukmani. That was a narrow 1-0 victory. A loss to RIFC by 3-1. They've managed to win only 2 games so far. Lost 4 though. And this has been the problem. Defending the leads. They have leaked in 24 goals so far, scored 5. Defense is highly porous. That's the reverse pass. Satyabati's cross. Sent out by Sonia. And now Jashoda Munda. One dummy. Jashoda Munda. And then that shoulder barge. Still Jashoda Munda. Karishma staying strong there. Rooney. Oh, a mix-up at the back. Sarojini Tirke, she went down and immediately looks towards the referee. Rupa Devi says, get up. There was nothing in that. Oh, flag stays down. Shubhadra Shahu. Shubhadra Shahu checks inside. Goes for the attempt. Oh, so close. Incredible pace in the match. Great intensity so far. Action on both the ends. This is Pyari, dispossessed of the ball. Attempted clearance. Rooney's cross from deep. And is Pyari interested? Brought it down brilliantly. Tempting bounce for her. Lays it off for Satyabati. And Jashoda Munda, can she finish it off in style? No, she can't. Waves of attack in the Odisha Police goal. Somehow they are managing to resist. Somehow they are managing to ride the initial wave of attacks. It's been back to back. Oh, that's a poor touch from Sarojini Tirke. And the number 16, Sumitra Hembram, collecting it for Sports Odisha. Right full back, Eva Panna. Sumitra stops the ball. And then the pass outside of the boot. Excellent technique applied. The target was Shubhadra Shahu. Defender got in the way and a very poor clearance from the goalkeeper. Very lucky. Yeah, the flag went up. Even we saw the game between Kickstart and Setu Madurai. Very, very entertaining. The last encounter a couple of nights ago. Not one-sided. This game so far. Really been a neck to neck. And now they can rush forward. It's 2-on-1, still in favour of Odisha Sports, and eventually those two come out on top. Excellent covering from Manisha. A heavy touch, getting her foot in. Pyari cushions it behind. Sumitra, she's got the number 27 upon her in Sonia. And Odisha Police wins it. A lofted pass forward for Sarojini Tirke. Under pressure is the number 2, Eva Panna. And now she can finally breathe a sigh of relief. Breathing down her neck was Odisha Police's number 9. Quickly moving it forward, but the flag will go up. It's offside. This 4-3-3 layout of Odisha Sports, it allows teams to evenly cover the pitch and also ensure the attacking quality. Onto the second ball was Pyari. A good save. This time from Rajeshwari Das. Tried to lob the goalkeeper. She was there in time. Slightly behind Shubhadra Shahu and Pyari's attempt. Well read there from the goalkeeper. And that is being said, the different coaches will choose different ways of organizing players within the 4-3-3 formation, and probably the most common variation used involves dropping back one of the three central midfielders into a defensive position where they can provide protection for the back four as a holding midfielder. For a more offensive opinion, it's also possible to support the attack while the two other midfielders sitting in behind. Madhushmita Barik. A corner swung in, will be comfortable for Sports Odisha, and now they can launch a quick counter attack. Satyabati Pyari, who is running ahead. Jashoda Munda over the top, well cleared by Madhushmita Barik. And Jashoda Munda between the gap, slipping it through for Pyari. The ball will stay in play. And drawing a wonderful save of the goalkeeper, just working her. Rajeshwari Das just punching it behind for a corner kick. This was the cross. She went for goal, tried to squeeze it through the first post. Rooney's corner swung in, eventually swings out of play, out of the danger area. To be precise, Julie Kishan cutting that one out high up in the opposition's area. Eva's cross, it's a teasing delivery. Pyari will take it onto her stride, and then the ball forward for Shubhadra Sahu. Wonderful from Rajeshwari Das, just keeping her team in the game. Look at the save. Is having a wonderful game between the sticks tonight. And there's the free kick. A header from Manisha. Rooney. Shibani with the throw in. She has lost a man. It's Sarojini Tirke. Stepping across to narrow the path. Manisha she is all over the defense. stopping each and every crucial move. Shubhadra Sahu runs into a couple of defenders. Suman is one of them. Can they level things up? Odisha Police before going to the break. Taken away by Sumitra. Their goal scorer, Sumitra's attempt. Has she nicked it? No, she hasn't. Gonna be a goal kick for Sports Odisha. Julie. Germany to do. Sonia Eka muscled away by Pyari. And then the through ball. And now she's one-on-one. Past the keeper, empty net. Shubhadra Sahu goes for it. Oh. Just tried to square it for Pyari in the middle. What a chance that was. That could well have been the insurance goal for Odisha Sports. And now they have a corner to defend. Odisha Police. Corner comes in. Pyari goes up for it. Eva Panna, she is involved. Onto her weaker side. Not the greatest of the crosses. Easy for the goalkeeper. You know, 3 minutes of additional time. Throw in for Odisha Police. If they can get a goal before heading into the lemon break, that is going to do their confidence a world of good for the second 45 minute. And if Setu, Odisha Sports, they manages to pull off a victory, is going to be their fourth of this campaign. And after a heavy defeat into the hands of Setu Madurai. And Manisha, she's been rock solid at the back for Odisha Sports in the first half. Suman. Oh, nicely done. Attempted through pass. Pyari is accelerating. The goalkeeper arresting the situation and bailing her team out of that moment. Oh, that must be painful. Sonia, she is rolling in pain. There was no malice intended. That might have hurt her. Sonia, she is getting treated. That attempted clearance from the left back, Rooney, just striking her. She was close to the incident. And now she looks okay. Straight on her tummy. Play restarts, and that's the half-time whistle from Ruba Devi. Odisha Sports heading into the lemon break with a 1-0 lead, with a 2-1 lead. They went down early thanks to that strike from Sumitra, the number 11, the skipper of Odisha Police. But it was Sumitra Hembram's header cancelling out that early lead, followed by the strike from Satyabati. Helping the home side for this evening to take the lead here in the local derby. Now the first half stats: 35-65 for the ball possession, 10 shots taken, 5 of them on target. It's been all Sports Odisha in the first half, winning 3 corners as well. Only 1 corner kick won by Odisha Police in the first half. Not much to talk about their attacking strength. 9 shots taken in the first half by Odisha Sports. Pyari with 3, Satyabati with 2, Shubhadra Shahu with 2, Shumitra Hembram and Jashoda Munda with 1 each. And these are the number of shots taken by Odisha Police in the first half. Only 1 shot from Sumitra that resulted into the goal. Apart from that, nothing in the first 45 minutes. Only 1 foul committed by Odisha Sports in the first half. Rooney Nayak is on the list, on the left back. 1 foul also committed by the left full back Barik Madhushmita of Odisha Police. And incidentally, both the left backs are committing a foul each in the first half. And both of them have been very pivotal players for their respective teams. And this is how the game started. Match number 39 at the Kalinga Stadium. In fact, it's the season's first local derby in the Hero Indian Women's League. Sumitra's shot went wide. It was the early try. A clash with the goalkeeper, squaring it. Pyari, no power onto it. Picking up that weak clearance and then on the turn, banging it in. Sumitra making it 1-0 for Odisha Police, giving them the lead. And that is the only time Odisha Police celebrated in the game. And this was the equalizer. Eva Panna putting it on a plate for the number 16. And the glancing header finding the back of the net from Shumitra Hembram. This was the second, in fact, attempted clearance coming off that extended foot of Satyavati. And this is how they took the lead. A mix-up at the back. Sarojini Tirke went to ground. This was Jashoda Munda. Shot was blocked. And another one-on-one chance. Pyari couldn't lob the goalkeeper. Pyari again. drawing a save of the goalkeeper Rajeshwari Das. It's been purely at the center of things. Shubhadra Shah's shot saved by Rajeshwari, and now Shubhadra getting one-on-one rounding the keeper, but her pull back at that danger area protected well by the jersey number 3 of Odisha Police. And it has ended 2-1 in favor of Odisha Sports in the first half. Don't go anywhere, we will come back shortly.
मेरी रोल मॉडल ही मेरी मम्मी है, क्योंकि लाइफ में सब बोलते हैं माय फादर इज माय हीरो, लेकिन मेरे लिए मेरी मम्मी मेरी लाइफ की सुपर हीरो है.
I think my whole career, I owe my whole career to my mom, because without her support, without my parents' support, I wouldn't have reached where I have, and I would not be able to achieve what all I've done without my parents' support, especially my mom.
हर मुसीबत में मैं कुछ भी डिसीजन लेती हूँ तो पहले मम्मी को बोलती हूँ, मम्मी मैं ये करने जा रही हूँ, ये अच्छा या नहीं. मेरा लाइफ में कुछ भी डिसीजन लेने से पहले एक बार मम्मी से पूछती हूँ.
And she always supported me in my football career. Even when I had exams or any work, some important work, she used to say like, okay, leave that and go for football. So that was the best thing.
फुटबॉल के लिए इसने सपोर्ट करके फुल सपोर्ट करके आए हैं. अभी तक फुल सपोर्ट करके ये करना है वो करना है, फुटबॉल खेलने के टाइम वो सब सपोर्ट करके आए हैं.
My mom is basically the backbone of the way I feel before every match. She may not know too many technical terms about the game, but she has been my focus emotionally.
बट वो मैचेस देखती है मेरा और मुझे बताती है क्या तूने ये क्यों नहीं किया, तूने गोल क्यों नहीं, ऐसे तो अच्छी नहीं खेल पाई क्या. मतलब हर चीज़ अगर मैंने गोल कर दिया तो वो सोचते हैं कि हाँ बहुत अच्छा किया.
And on the days I was down, there were days when I did not have my best performances, or like, as an athlete I was struggling. She was there to cheer me up, she was there to understand what I was going through as a girl, and like, the barriers that I had to face growing up.
मम्मी सबसे अलग होते हैं, मतलब वो हर भावनाओं को समझते हैं. हम नहीं बोलते फिर भी वो समझ सकते हैं हमको.
स्पेशली मेरा इंजरी से लेके और मेरा जब भी कुछ अप डाउन हो जाते हैं प्लेइंग करियर में, तो बहुत सारी चीज़ें में बहुत सपोर्ट किया है मम्मी ने.
और जब भी मेरा शरीर थक जाता है तो कभी कभी मसाज भी कर देते हो. बहुत ज़्यादा हर चीज़ में मेरी हेल्प करते हैं, हर चीज़ में मेरे को सपोर्ट करते हैं. मेरे गांव में तो कोई ऐसा कुछ लड़की भी नहीं थी जिसके साथ मैं खेल सकूँ वैसा, पर मम्मी ने कभी ऐसा नहीं बोला कि तू मत जाओ मत खेलो लड़का के साथ, ऐसा कभी कुछ नहीं बोला. जाने दिया, खेलने दिया. उधर तो हम लोग सब लड़का लोग के साथ प्रैक्टिस करते थे, तो उधर मम्मी ने मेरे को कभी नहीं रोका भी नहीं, तो कभी नहीं, बस मेरे को ग्राउंड में जाने दिया. हाँ उनको डर लगता होगा, बट उन्होंने कभी नहीं कहा कि मत जाओ, ये सब हमेशा मुझे सपोर्ट किया है. एनएस करने का टाइम तो वो एडमिशन लेने का टाइम बहुत डिफिकल्ट था उधर पटियाला में. तो बहुत सपोर्ट, मतलब वो एग्ज़ाम के लिए भी वो सब सपोर्ट करके.
मुझे ऐसे अकेले रहना नहीं पाएगा, तो मम्मी है ऐसे कि बेटा नहीं, तुम्हें अकेले जाना है, तुम्हें अकेले करना है, और तुम्हें खुद से जो चीज़ मैं नहीं, मतलब जो चीज़ हमने नहीं की वो तुम करो और आगे बढ़ो. और तुम्हें ऐसे कि कहीं ना कहीं ऐसा होगा कि मेरी ज़रूरत पड़ेगी, पर नहीं, तुम्हें खुद से करना है और सीखना है कि जैसे कि तुम आगे सीख पाओ सब कुछ. बहुत इंस्पिरेशन है वो मेरे लिए, बहुत बड़ी इंस्पिरेशन है मेरे लिए कि मेरे मदर आज जो है मेरे, उनकी वजह से ही मैं यहाँ पे स्टैंड करती हूँ.
I want to thank my mom for supporting me, for allowing me to play football. I truly appreciate mom. I love you so much. And mom, you are my superhero. Yeah, you're a superhero. My mother is my superhero.
मेरी मम्मी मेरी सुपर हीरो है. My mother is my super hero.
मेरी मम्मी मेरे लिए मेरी सुपरहीरो.
My mom is my superhero. And I will say she is my super hero.
My mother is my superhero.
मेरी मम्मी मेरी सुपर हीरो है.
मेरी मम्मी मेरे लिए सुपरहीरो है.
My mother is a superhero.
My mother is my superhero.
मेरी रोल मॉडल ही मेरी मम्मी है, क्योंकि लाइफ में सब बोलते हैं माई फादर इज माई हीरो, लेकिन मेरे लिए मेरी मम्मी मेरी लाइफ की सुपर हीरो है।
I think my whole career, I owe my whole career to my mom, because without her support, without my parents' support, I wouldn't have reached where I have, and I would not be able to achieve what all I've done without my parents' support, especially my mom.
हर मुसीबत में मैं कुछ भी डिसीजन लेती हूँ तो पहले मम्मी को बोलती हूँ, मम्मी मैं ये करने जा रही हूँ, ये अच्छा या नहीं। मेरा लाइफ में कुछ भी डिसीजन लेने से पहले एक बार मम्मी से पूछती हूँ।
And she always supported me in my football career. Even when I had exams or any work, some important work, she used to say like, okay, leave that and go for football. So that was the best thing.
फुटबॉल के लिए इसने सपोर्ट करके, फुल सपोर्ट करके आए रहते हैं। अभी तक फुल सपोर्ट करके ये करना है, वो करना है, फुटबॉल खेलने के टाइम वो सब सपोर्ट करके आए हैं।
My mom is basically the backbone of the way I feel for every match. She may not know too many technical terms about the game, but she has been my focus emotionally.
बट वो मैचेस देखती है मेरा और मुझे बताती है कि यार तूने ये क्यों नहीं किया, तूने गोल क्यों नहीं, इसलिए वो अच्छी नहीं खेल रही है। मतलब हर चीज़ अगर मैंने गोल कर दिया तो वो सोचते हैं कि हाँ बहुत अच्छा खेला।
And on the days I was down, there were days when I did not have my best performances, or like, you know, as an athlete I was struggling. She was there to cheer me up. She was there to understand what I was going through as a girl, and like, you know, the barriers that I had to face growing up.
मम्मी सबसे अलग होते हैं, मतलब वो हर भावनाओं को समझते हैं। हम नहीं बोलते फिर भी वो समझ सकते हैं हमको।
स्पेशली मेरा इंजरी से लेके और मेरा जब भी कुछ अप डाउन हो जाते हैं प्लेइंग करियर में, तो बहुत सारी चीज़ें में बहुत सपोर्ट किया है मम्मी ने।
और जब भी मेरा शरीर थक जाता है तो कभी कभी मसाज भी कर देते हो। बहुत ज़्यादा हर चीज़ में मेरी हेल्प करते हैं, हर चीज़ में मेरे को सपोर्ट करते हैं।
मेरे गांव में तो कोई ऐसा कुछ लड़की भी नहीं थी जिसके साथ मैं खेल सकूँ वैसा, पर मम्मी ने कभी ऐसा नहीं बोला कि तू मत जाओ, मत खेलो, लड़का के साथ ऐसा कभी कुछ नहीं बोला। जाने दिया, खेलने दिया। उधर तो हम लोग सब लड़का लोग के साथ प्रैक्टिस करते थे, तो उधर मम्मी ने मेरे को कभी नहीं रोका भी नहीं, टोका भी नहीं, बस मेरे को ग्राउंड में जाने दिया।
हाँ उनको डर लगता होगा, बट उन्होंने कभी नहीं कहा कि मत जाओ, ये सब हमेशा मुझे सपोर्ट किया है।
एनएस करने का टाइम तो वो एडमिशन लेने का टाइम बहुत डिफिकल्ट था उधर पटियाला में, तो बहुत सपोर्ट, मतलब वो एग्ज़ाम के लिए वो सब सपोर्ट करके।
मुझे ऐसे अकेले रहना नहीं पाएगा, तो मम्मी है ऐसे कि बेटा नहीं, तुम्हें अकेले जाना है, तुम्हें अकेले करना है, और तुम्हें खुद से जो चीज़ मैं नहीं, मतलब जो चीज़ हमने नहीं की वो तुम करो और आगे बढ़ो। और तुम्हें ऐसे कि कहीं ना कहीं ऐसा होगा कि मेरी ज़रूरत पड़ेगी, पर नहीं, तुम्हें खुद से करना है और सीखना है कि जैसे कि तुम आगे सीख पाओ सब कुछ।
बहुत मतलब बहुत इंस्पिरेशन है वो मेरे लिए, बहुत बड़ी इंस्पिरेशन है मेरे लिए कि मेरे मदर आज जो है मेरे, उनकी वजह से ही मैं यहाँ पे स्टैंड करती हूँ।
I want to thank my mom for supporting me, for allowing me to play football. I truly appreciate mom. I love you so much. And mom, you are my superhero. Yeah, you're superhero. My mother is my superhero.
मेरी मम्मी मेरी सुपर हीरो है।
My mother is my superhero.
मेरी मम्मी मेरे लिए मेरी सुपर हीरो।
My mom is my superhero. And I will say she's my superhero.
My mother is my superhero.
मेरी मम्मी मेरी सुपर हीरो है।
मेरी मम्मी मेरे लिए सुपर हीरो है।
My mother is a superhero.
My mother is my superhero.
मेरी रोल मॉडल ही मेरी मम्मी है, क्योंकि लाइफ में सब बोलते हैं माई फादर इज माई हीरो, लेकिन मेरे लिए मेरी मम्मी मेरी लाइफ की सुपर हीरो है।
I think my whole career, I owe my whole career to my mom, because without her support, without my parents' support, I wouldn't have reached where I have, and I would not be able to achieve what all I've done without my parents' support, especially my mom.
हर मुसीबत में मैं कुछ भी डिसीजन लेती हूँ तो पहले मम्मी को बोलती हूँ, मम्मी मैं ये करने जा रही हूँ, ये अच्छा या नहीं। मेरा लाइफ में कुछ भी डिसीजन लेने से पहले एक बार मम्मी से पूछती हूँ।
And she always supported me in my football career. Even when I had exams or any work, some
important work, she used to say like, okay, leave that and go for football. So that was the best thing.
फुटबॉल के लिए इसने सपोर्ट करके फुल सपोर्ट करके आए थे, अभी तक फुल सपोर्ट करके ये करना है वो करना है, फुटबॉल खेलने के टाइम वो सब सपोर्ट करके आए हैं.
My mom is basically the backbone of the way I feel before every match. She may not know too many technical terms about the game, but she has been my focus emotionally.
बट वो मैचेस देखती है मेरा और मुझे बताती है क्या तूने ये क्यों नहीं किया, तूने गोल क्यों नहीं, ऐसे तो अच्छे नहीं खेल पाएगा, मतलब हर चीज़ अगर मैंने गोल कर दिया तो वो सोचते हैं कि हाँ बहुत अच्छा खेला.
And on the days I was down, there were days when I did not have my best performances, or like, you know, as an athlete I was struggling. She was there to cheer me up, she was there to understand what I was going through as a girl, and like, you know, the barriers that I had to face growing up.
मम्मी सबसे अलग होते हैं.
So welcome back to the live coverage of the Hero Indian Women's League 2021-22 season. We are live from the Kalinga Stadium in Bhubaneswar, and it is 2-1 at the break in favor of Odisha Sports. And Odisha Police, they were quickly off the blocks, and the number 11 giving them the lead, but that joy was short-lived as Odisha Sports, they bounced back and now they are slightly on the driver's seat. The home team quite successfully ridden the wave of Odisha Police's direct threats from long balls, and all to play for in the second half, and third spot is up for grabs, and 45 minutes of reckoning for Odisha Police if they want to keep the title race in their hands. They need a touch of destiny, and Pyari will look to add one goal to her 5 already, and Sarojini Tirke will look to add to her goals and assists. And the late kickoff slightly makes it easier on the players, and that said, it will still be a test of resilience. What has been heartening to see, players haven't gone down cramped up in the latter stages. A sign of good fitness and willingness to keep going for 90 minutes. And of course, when it is the Hero Indian Women's League, the players, they do not need any extra motivation. This is the pinnacle of club football in India. Shumitra is on the ball, and she plays it back to Manisha, the skipper. Is Rooney, the left full back. She's been very, very solid in the first half. Not so attacking minded though, but made a couple of overlapping runs. Her one cross down the left causing issues for the Odisha Police defence. And now Pyari trying to power past. Oh! What a finish! So easy on the eye. And Pyari scoring her goal number 6 in the Hero India Women's League. And that's the insurance goal Odisha Sports were looking for. And it comes from their number 10, Pyari. What a finish. A defender on her neck, but she still managed to get the shot away. Look at that, resisting the challenge, using her upper body strength, shrugging off her marker, and then firing it into the bottom corner. And it's 3-1 here at the Kalinga Stadium. They are simply running away with the game, Odisha Sports. Manisha, one more through pass. This time it's too long. Even Subhadra Shahu and Pyari, both of them were chasing. Rooney and Jashoda Munda. Beautifully done by Jashoda Munda. It's Lochana, in fact, of Odisha Police. Both the number 12s into a similar role to bring the loose balls into play for the respective teams in order to help the side to initiate moves. Second half have begun brightly for Odisha Sports. Eva Panna. Here's Giovanni Tudu. Shashmita Parida. A long chase for Shubhadra. Shubhadra gets to the byline. Still keeping hold of the ball. Very difficult to get the ball off her. Even if you double team her, still they're struggling to win the ball off her. In case you're struggling to find a release point in a tight area, just simply play it into the feet of Subhadra Shahu and she can get you out of any sticky situation. Rooney, Suman, Manisha, squaring it to her defensive partner, that is Giovanni Tudu. This is Eva Panna. Beautiful build up from Odisha Sports. Satyabati switching wings. Shubhadra Shahu keeps her balance and now slipping in. The number 10 who goes for it. Straight into the grasp of the number 21 Rajeshwari Das, the goalkeeper of Odisha Police. She's having a very busy game between the sticks this evening here at the Kalinga Stadium. Manisha. There's that interception from Lochana Munda. And now ball played forward. She's standing like a tall tower. The skipper of Odisha Sports, Manisha. Whether it's Manisha Kalyan or Manisha of Sports Odisha or Manisha of RIFC. All three of them in fact have been performing very well in the ongoing edition of the Hero Indian Women's League. You might call it 3 M's. Now time and again Sumitra, she's been very functional for Odisha Sports tonight in terms of making runs into space. And now Pyari is waiting in the box. Sumitra tricking her way past the number 8, and then the solid challenge coming in. Excellent defending. Still Satyabati. She spread it out. And goal kick for Odisha Police. So far the Police side, they've registered 2 victories in the Hero Indian Women's League and will also be looking to climb the table. Shraddhanjali Samantare quoted as they will be playing against the local team. Extra pressure will be there on them to give their best. Sports Odisha is a very balanced team and they know each other very well. and the strategy will be going all out to win this game. She also went on to speak about the areas of improvement for her side. They are not good enough in the final third, and so they have to improve in that area, and that is quite visible tonight as well. Slightly lacking in the final third, just missing that cutting edge in front of goal. And now Suman. Madhushmita Barik. Wing back is a term used to describe a particular attacking fullback. Their roles are very, very crucial in modern football. The wing back is required to roam up and down the flanks to which the player is assigned, and acting as a winger when in attack and as a fullback when in defense. Hence, the term wing back is used. One of the most threatening attacking fullbacks comes to mind is Marcelo of Brazil, the Real Madrid left back. Lost his prime though, but still can be a very handy player. Rooney with the floater. Oh, mistake from the keeper. With 5 across the midfield, the team also dominating position will look to limit the opposition's goal scoring potential while increasing their own. Building up from the back, the two strikers should harry the opponent's defenders while the midfielders push up and limit their passing options forward. A wave of players can move towards the opposition's goal, creating confusion, and a number of goal scoring opportunities could be produced. Simple to vary the game plan, and the coaches can easily go more attacking or defensive simply by instructing the midfielders. Oh, that's an excellent last minute tackle from the number 16. Last ditch defending from Odisha Police, and in comes the cross. Pyari, still Pyari. The ball is still with the number 10, and she arranges it wonderfully for Shubhadra Shahu. And it's 4-1 for Odisha Sports. Excellent presence of mind from the number 10. And despite miscuing the volley, despite going off balance, she managed to keep hold of the ball, and look at that setup for the number 17, Shubhadra Shahu. Had an empty net in front of her and rifles it in. It's 4-1, and the game just slipping away from Odisha Police. Jashoda Munda. Rooney. Pyari. Manisha. And the ball over the top for Eva Panna. She plays it infield. Defender was alert. Sinulata making the clearance. This is wonderful. Rajeshwari Das, she is receiving treatment as we touch the hour mark at the Kalinga Stadium, and she must have said the right things at the break. And Indian Arrows is another team in this competition who wears blue, known as the Blue Tigress, the supply line for the senior India women's national team. A free kick taken long. Sumitra. Odisha police failed to plug their loopholes in defence. That is exactly the areas where Odisha Sports have hurt them tonight. Now out wide to the right and out of Satyabati's reach. Is Janabi Kishan. And the first change of the game then. Shubhadra Shahu is taken off and Janabi Kishan comes on. Is Julie. The defense relies on speedy wide centre backs as there is a lot of space left behind the wing backs when they attack. And the centre backs, they need to pick enough to cover the space. Trying to make her way past. Sumitra not succeeding. And here they come again. Odisha Sports. And Jashoda Munda is offside. And Odisha Sports, they gotten ready for a special. And they know how Indian Women's League and the clash between the two local sides. It's a derby. And ahead of facing their local teams, the head coach Gitanjali has shared her thoughts that they will be looking not to repeat the mistakes from the previous match and put the 100% to come back with 3 points. The mission is so far accomplished, even though 27 minutes of regulation time is still remaining. Jashoda Munda. A couple of goals, a couple of quick goals from Odisha Police can change the complexion of the game totally. But for that, they need to attack. Meanwhile, they are struggling to come out of their own defending area because Sports Odisha, they're holding their positions excellently. Beautifully done there. Here Odisha Police trying to step forward. That's a lovely ball. And Sumitra takes a tumble. A free kick for Odisha Police. There's going to be a booking for Manisha. Shomitra, that was a flat attempt. Used her outstep. Couldn't direct it goalwards though. It was rather a very difficult technique. Zaziva Panna and Sarojini Tirke. She's been devoid of service so far. Odisha Police, the midfield not coming to the rescue, instead staying closer to defence and offering and giving more gaps and space to Sports Odisha to exploit. Attempted shot is miscued. Sumitra for Suman. Yeah, comfortable for Shashmita Pareda. Quick release for Rooney. Goes long down the line and eventually it's going to bounce for the number 9 Satyavati. Keeper comes to the rescue. Going in for a challenge of good measure in the attacking half and now continuing her run. Pyari will eventually get there and try to squeeze it through the goalkeeper's legs. Narrowly missed by the number 10. Defense in 6s and 7s. Entire defensive setup gone into tatters. Poor marking as well. And Pyari Zaza wanted the repetition of the third goal she scored. Using her upper body strength, the number 9 or leaning onto Eva Panna. This is Manisha stitching it to the far left. Jashoda Munda taken away by Sonia. Jashoda Munda recovers. Stood firm there, the number 27. Shaping up for a cross from deep. Pyari with the touch for the number 15. Excellent give and go, and now Pyari. In comes the ball. Straight to the goalkeeper. And now Satyabati running towards the ball. A couple of players in red arriving inside. Satyabati creating space for herself. Can't get the cross in. 20 minutes of regulation time remaining. They're looking for more goals. Satyabati flag stays down. Oh, vital touch from Rajeshwari Das. Ballooned over the top. And the 5th goal was up there for the taking. Could have been her second of this evening, Satyabati. Clever turn. Left the number 8 for dead. A fine touch from the goalkeeper, resulting into a corner kick. And this comes the corner towards the back post. Pyari was really interested. Somehow managing to deal with the situation. The number 3 of Odisha Police, Madhushmita Barik, is receiving treatment. And the number 14, Jasmani Samad, looks like will come on. Referee has blown the whistle for the water break. Odisha Sports ended the first half by 2-1, and in the second half they're chipping in with 2 more goals, making the scoreline 4-1 in their favour. They've got a cushion of 3 goals. Madhushmita Barik seems like will be taken off. She's limping. And now play all set to resume after the drinks break with this goal kick. A win will take Odisha Sports into the top 4 tonight. Move on to 13 points from 7 matches. We'll be getting above SSB. A side from West Bengal started with a lot of promise, but then slipping down, going through a slumber. Lost against the Arrows 2-0, lost against Kickstart in the last game. As the number 14 comes on for Odisha Police, Jasmani Samad replacing Karishma Rao. Lochana Munda seems like he's also struggling. And the change yet to be made. Jasmani Samad, that's the confirmation of the change. But she is still yet to step into the pitch. Maybe some issues with her jersey. That's a fine ball. Excellent covering from Madhushmita Parikh. She's all right now, back on her feet. Step into the pitch. Eva Panna takes it short. Satyapati riding off the challenge. There's the pullback from the number 9, not cleared. Julie Kishan in the way, and so as the number 15, Janabi Kishan. Excellent commitment shown by the number 4. Hurt herself in the process. That's the change I was talking about. Jasmani Samath comes on for Karishma Rao, the central defender. It is a like for like substitution. Odisha Sports also bringing on a Supriya. A 3-5-2 set up the last line of defense. The goalkeeper needs to constantly be on her toes and alert to any danger. The teams playing often dominates possession in this style, and they need to keep their concentration so that they don't get caught out on the rare occasions that the goal is threatened. A corner kick for Odisha Police. Can they pull one back though? There's still time left to make a match out of this. There's number 24, Maxima Khuzur, will be taking the corner. Maxima's delivery getting maximum height, and the header was towering. Narrowly wide. Not a bad try, not a bad attempt from the number 12. That is Lochana Munda. This is winning it in an important area. Went for the Kala. Lochana Munda. A brilliant save from the goalkeeper. Despite conceding 4 goals, she pulled off 3 really good saves tonight. Rajeshwari Das. Supriya. Eva Panna. Uh, 10 minutes of regulation time remaining in this game. It has gone slightly off the boil. Cross comes in from the left. Oh, miscued by the defender. And now it's 3-on-1. Bursting forward. Pyari. Still Pyari. Delayed a bit too much in releasing the ball towards the right. Allowing the Odisha Police defence to reorganize. And now action on the other end. Samad. Janabi Kishan. Dropping the ball into space. Asking Pyari to accelerate. Applying greater pressure on Sumitra. She had to track back. Indulged in a lot of defensive works in the second half. In the second half, Odisha Sports reinforcing their supremacy. Janabi Kishan. Sarojini Tirke. Lochana Munda. Dispossessed of the ball by Supriya. Suman. And out of the number 12's reach, that was Lochana Munda. Pokes it forward down the right. As is Samad. Samad continuing with her run. She has got just Germany to do behind her. Takes it towards the byline. Slipping it through her legs. But no blue shirt to get on the end of that delivery. Too much height on the cross. The defensive header has gone out for a corner kick. The corner kick will be taken on When it comes into the danger area, ricochets off a blue red shirt. And now falls for the number 12. Sets up Sarojini Tirke. Is cleared off the line. And the luck is just not lying with the players in blue. It's cleared off the line. Sarojini Tirke with an open chance to make it 4-2. Ball swung in. Waiting for a long shot. Headed out. A clearance not very convincing. Back in from the number 27 Sonia. Easy collection for the goalkeeper. The ball played forward, not very confidently defended, and Pyari eventually gets there with a pace. Clattering onto the goalkeeper. A second time it's happened in this game. With 5 minutes of regulation time remaining in. It's a corner kick for Odisha Sports. Corner comes in. Goalkeeper doesn't get there, completely misses the ball. Goal number 5 is on the cards for Odisha Sports. Pyari beating the offside trap. Pyari again twisting and turning one way, then the other. Shot is blocked. They will come again, the team in red. Sumitra faking for the long shot, going for a short pass instead. The flag went up against the number 12. Germany to do. The linesman spotting that offside. Chim Chim Seto. What a ball. And immediately offside flag going up. That wouldn't have been a goal either. And now regulation time of 3 minutes remaining. Sumitra looking for Luchana Munda to flick that on and play in the striker. Vital interception from Madhushmita. The ball just slipping under Satyabati. The first half was really very close, very tight. But in the second half, it's all about Odisha Sports. Stamping their authority in the game, giving no chance to Odisha Police. Still they managed to carve out opening, the team in blue. Sarojini Tirke, her attempt was cleared off the line. Defense just kept on leaking goals. Something which you cannot afford to do that, especially in a derby game like this, where there should be no margin of error. Just a minute of regulation time left. And goes for the diagonal, towering header from number 11. And Jashoda Munda, lean and lanky central midfielder. An additional time of 7 minutes. So a lot of time left for Sports Odisha to extend their lead. Trying to shy away from the challenge of Shibani. Bounce slightly awkward. Germany Kishan. Jashoda Munda slipping it through the gate. A chance for a cross. A very precise header from number 24. And now, once again, she is through on goal. Sarojini, Satyavati. This time, wonderful defending from Madhusmita Barik. Saving a clear, sure shot goal for her team. And almost the second for Satyavati. And in fact, just number 22 comes in for Odisha Sports. It's Shanti Murmu. A sharp turn from Suman. Ball finding its way towards the number 14. Tried to play it forward. Manisha was there to intercept. A player lying down injured, but play continues. And now will be stopped. The number 20 Suman, she is receiving treatment. Looks like a thigh injury. And Odisha Police assistant coach it is Gitanjali. Is gonna be their 4th victory. They started the campaign against ARA Football Club with a 3-1 win, followed by a 0-0 against the Arrows in the second game. A loss to Kickstart, conceded on the 89th minute mark. defeated Silverton Sports Club in their fourth game by 9-1. Satyapati scoring a brace, Pyari scoring a hat-trick. Germany also scoring a brace. They defeated PIFS Sports Club by 3-0. Shubhadra Shahu with a brace, Jashoda Munda with a goal. And they defeated Setu Madurai, lost to Setu Madurai rather, by 5-0. And that was the last game. They are in for resurgence here. A route to another resurgence. Sports Odisha. Dropping off very quickly. Central defenders, whenever there is a long ball played from Odisha Police defence. Samad moves it on. Holding a play, Sonia. Suman. Samad can't get there, Germany to do. Making that crucial intervention. It's a wonderful pass again. This might be the fifth one. Oh! Once again, heroic defending. What a slide from Madhushmita Barik. She's done that second time this evening here at the Kalinga Stadium. Satyapati just missing out on a hat-trick in the local derby. Last time it was a strike partner Pyari scoring a hat-trick. That was during the Odisha Women's League. Just a minute and a half remaining. Sumitra losing out to Shibani. Sumitra wriggles out of the challenge. Cross comes in, punched away by the goalkeeper, and that will do for the time being for Odisha Police. And the final 50 seconds remaining. Could have been easily half a dozen for Odisha Sports had they taken their chances. Two absolutely gilt-edged chances wasted by Satyapati. And with last 10 seconds remaining, this might be the last throw of the dice. Manisha, Sumitra, crowded out, still with the ball, urging her to play it forward quick. Poor defending Satyapati. Satyapati goes for goal. Saw the goalkeeper off her mark. It was a tame right footer though. That's the full-time whistle, and that brings us to the end of the local derby between the Odisha Sports and Odisha Police. It's a 4-1 victory for Odisha Sports. Win just taking them to 13 points from 7 matches. And after a defeat in the last game into the hands of Setu Madurai, they're back on to winning ways. And Odisha Police, it is their 5th defeat of this campaign. And after a 2-0 win over Silverton Sports Club in the last encounter. And now time for today's hero of the match. You started the game off brilliantly, Odisha Police, but then lost track in the way. And so today's hero of the match is Pyari, the number 10 of Odisha Sports. And she is awarded a cheque of 5,000 rupees, powered by Hero Motorcorp Limited. These are the match stats: 65-35. Ball possession, 10 shots taken by Odisha Sports, 5 on target. Both the teams committed a foul each. Odisha Sports winning 3 corners. On the flip side, Odisha Police winning just 1. Uh, 16 shots taken in this game by Odisha Sports. Pyari with 6. Satyabati had 5 attempts on goal. She was denied off the line couple of times by Madhusmita Barik. Shubhadra Shahu with 3, Sumitra Hemram with 1, and Jashoda Munda with 1 each. And now let's have a look at the number of shots taken by Odisha Police in this game. They've taken 6 in total. Lochana Munda with 2, Sumitra with 2, Mohapatra with 1, and Sarojini Tirke with 1. Now we'll have a look at the number of fouls committed in this game by Odisha Sports. They've committed 3 fouls. Rooney Nayak, Manisha Panna, and Shubhadra Shahu with 1 foul each. Only 2 fouls committed by Odisha Police in this game. Madhushmita Barik and Pragyan Mohapatra committing a foul. These are the goals then. The first one from Sumitra. Excellent technique applied, and joy among the Odisha Police players. And that joy was short-lived, because this was the glancing attempt from Sumitra Hemram that went in. And Odisha Sports back in the match, back on level terms. And then Satyabati giving them the lead. Quick goals coming in within a span of a minute in the second half. Pyari making it 3-1, bulldozing her way through. Look at that. Goalkeeper Rajeshwari Das beaten. And this was the 4th one, set up by the number 10 and finished by Shubhadra Shahu. The last and final goal of the day, making it 4-1 in favour of Odisha Sports. And that's the full-time scoreline. It's Odisha Sports 1 and Odisha Sports 4, and Odisha Police 1. Thanks for joining us, and good night.